Okay, today I'm going to talk about lessons learned while building a megastructure. The first lesson that I learned was about size and scale. Don't build yourself back against a wall. You have to think about how you're building stuff and how big it's going to be. I ended up running out of space on some of it just because I didn't plan ahead. So planning and the scale and the size. Everything in Minecraft is one block high, one block, so you have to plan for that. Need to plan out everything, put your buildings on there, look what you're going to do, and see how it's going to work. The next lesson that I learned was to do my stairwells and put your foundation down, because if you don't put your stairwells down first, you're going to end up running out of space again. I put my stairwells after I'd already done that, and my height for my floors are a little off. You need to make sure you got your stairwells up. You want to do where you have enough room to do it and put those in first so you have all your floors down and evenly. So every stairwell that you have, you need to go and you need to put those down, connect them with the floors, and then take a look at it and see where you're at. Another lesson that I learned is make sure your floors have at least 3 layers in them. If you don't have 3 layers in them, you can't put the lights, or you can't do special things that you need to do. I put the lights here, but I can't put the lights here because I didn't put 3 layers in, and I didn't want to bring it down any lower. So you need to make sure that you leave enough room in your floors that if you have to put something in there, if you're going to do something where you're going to have the students go around and look for things and stuff, you might put command blocks in there or something like that, but you need to hide them, or you don't need to hide them. And then you need to also, next lesson, count your floors. Make sure you have your floors counted. On this building here, this building right here, I ended up making an extra floor on it, and the extra floor that I had was the one that had the auditorium in it. So I had the auditorium finished, and I had to go and tear the whole floor off because I had one extra floor. And when I was counting them to put the signs on it, I realized that I had an extra floor, so I had to take a whole floor off. I had to redo the whole roof, the whole everything, the auditorium and everything. You just need to be aware of what you're doing, what your next plan is, what your next building is. I started with this building right here, and I thought, oh, okay, we'll just do this, we'll make this. But then I kept going and built the entire school, and ended up backing myself against a wall in a lot of places. My buildings aren't correct as they should be, but I'm not going to tear it down and start over. I've got over 100 hours invested in this, and need to leave it the way it is and be happy with it. Go ahead and experiment with things. Look at other people's projects, what they did, what they used for different things in order to make things work. The basketball courts, I use glass, and then I use hoppers. For the gas pumps, I used various things there to give them some color, make them look like gas pumps. The ATM machines, same thing, did that. You just need to pay attention to it and experiment. Figure out different ways to do things using different colors, different whatever. We have a lot of white in ours, and so I had to use a lot of wool and everything. That's about it. You just got to play with it, and you got to figure out what you're doing. I took a lot of pictures when I did this, and I also went and used Google Earth and the other Earth to look at the top of it, get different views and stuff to see what I needed to do, what color the roofs were, and then of course they went and changed the color of the roofs. So I'm leaving it. I'm not going to change the colors of it. In the back, I kind of backed myself up against the wall there. So you're just going to have to do it and have fun doing it. Take your time and try to plan things out a little better than I did. And enjoy yourself.